who is 2-0 in his World Series past. It happened against the Atlanta Braves. It's Jimmy Key.
Well, Jimmy Key has all 4 pitches. Actually, he has 5 pitches. He throws a 4-seam fastball.
3-2 pitch into left field, popped up for Tim Raines. 1 up, 1 down. So Jimmy Key, Mark Lemke. He was 2 out of 4 in game 1 with an RBI, and he hits one down the line and left. It's a fair ball and extra bases. It ends up bouncing into the seats, interfered with, so a double with 1 out for Lemke here in the first inning, and there he is again. As Jimmy Key will have to get Jones and McGriff to get out of this. Breaking ball back to Key. 2 out.
I think Chipper Jones is going to be a key hitter in this Atlanta lineup against Jimmy Key tonight.
By Terry Tata in the count 3-1. Dealing with the left-handed McGriff. That's into left center field. Slicing to Raines, but it falls in front. Lemke scores, and it's 1-0 Atlanta here in the first. So Key doesn't get the 2-1 pitch on the corner. Has to come to McGriff on 3-1. With the right-handed hitting Lopez on deck. To the right side, a base hit. Lopez pokes it through the right side, and it's 2 on 2 out here in the first inning. And Javi Lopez has had a remarkable postseason. Into right field for O'Neill. So Key gives up 1. A run on 3 hits. They strand 2, and after a half inning in game 2, the Braves out in front by 1.
Greg Maddux, with strike 1 this year, threw 68% of pitches over the plate.
Strike 1 on Tim Raines leading off. Had 1 at bat last night, was 0 for 1. In the series now, he is 0 for 2. And the first out here in the first inning for New York. That'll bring in Wade Boggs, and a chance for Wade to face Greg Maddux
in a car accident.
2-1 to Boggs. Left side base hit. And Wade has come alive in the World Series. Into left field for Jones. So 1 pitch, and Williams is gone. Now 0 for 4 in the World Series. And it's 1 on 2 out. We move to Tino Martinez.
There's the changeup.
To the right side. Good play, McGriff. And the first inning is history. A 1-out hit by Boggs. A man left, and after 1 in New York, we move to the second. Braves bat. They're out in front by 1. 1-1 on Andrew Jones, and he's hit. They'll love it here at Yankee Stadium. Jones is on, hit by the pitch. Unintentional.
No way in a 1-0 ball game.
Key behind on the count with Pendleton at the plate. 2-1. To the right side of the infield for Martinez. 1 out.
Impossible to get any kind of read on him at first base.
To the right side, maybe 2, 4, 6, 3. Got them both. Inning over. A hit batsman. Jimmy Key gets around it. Bottom of the second. Yankees bat. Trail by 1. And Duncan against Greg Maddux, who allowed a first inning hit to Wade Boggs. Cecil is sawed off. 1 out. We like to call this Fox's pitch by pitch. Take us through the stylings of Greg Maddux.
It's definitely in Paul O'Neill's range if he gets a hold of one.
He hit 19 during the regular season down the right field line. It's not gone, but it's trouble. O'Neill has the bad hamstring. He limps into second base with a one-out double.
Try to get O'Neill to third. He's very good at doing this.
There it is to the right side. Now the race to the bag, won by Maddux, 2 out.
That was an intentional at-bat sacrifice.
Girardi drove in 45 during the regular season. Has not driven in a run in the postseason yet. Back to Maddux. Greg able to get around the one-out double. It's still 1-0 Atlanta through 2. We'll be back to Yankee Stadium after this from your local Fox station. First Brave to pick up over 200 hits since Gar did it back in '74. That's down the right field line in trouble. O'Neill over to get it, and Grissom has a leadoff double. So Marquise Grissom has the 4th hit of the night for Atlanta.
Well, if he doesn't sacrifice, he's going to take a shot to the right side as well.
Does drop down a perfect bunt right side. Good play by Key. And the sacrifice is good, 1-4. The Braves playing small ball here in the 3rd inning with Maddux on the mound for it. Barely missed for ball 4. And the first walk issued by Key makes it 1st and 3rd, 1 out for McGriff.
Well, I'm sure if we asked Terry Tata, he'd say this pitch was up.
1-2 on McGriff. Into center field. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Grissom scores, and McGriff has driven in both runs tonight off the left-hander Key.
Jimmy Key tried to drop down on Fred McGriff, and when a pitcher does that.
And he's 3-1 on Lopez. It's got to come to him. Runners are going. Lopez back to Key. Out at second. Got them both. What a play by Key. The runners were going, and they still turned the double play. Started by the left-hander Key. That ends a long 3rd inning during the regular season with an ERA of 3.44 with Lopez. But Jeter is hit on the hand, and you hope he's all right.
Well, Maddux will throw a couple of different fastballs. We've seen the sinker that he uses on the outside corner to right-handers.
Only 1 run on 6 hits. He was fantastic. Yankees trail by 2, have 1 on nobody out, and Raines to McGriff. 3-6-1, but too late on the relay, and it's 1 on 1 out.
Between Perez and Lopez, Perez is a catcher that hits. Lopez is a hitter that catches.
Raines is running. Had a great jump, is out nonetheless. Tim Raines had a decent jump, and Javier Lopez guns him down for the 2nd out here in the 3rd inning. Was hit by a pitch. Then the force out off the bat of Raines. He's out stealing. The 1-2 to Boggs. You don't see Wade Boggs take that kind of a swing against many pitchers. Maddux is on tonight. We'll keep an eye on Jeter. 4th inning, 2-0 Atlanta. Jermaine Dye leading off. Into left field, a base hit. Waited just enough, and Dye is on. Now Raines kicks it. Dye to second. He's safe as Duncan can't handle the throw.
Jones take him out to right.
Runner at second, nobody out. To the left side. Dye stays put. Jones is out. And there's the first test for Derek Jeter with the bad wrist. Setting up outside, and Pendleton grounds to second. 2 Hopper, 2 out. Well, tonight the MetLife blimp Snoopy 1 is cruising the skies above Yankee Stadium.
And then he quit the Toronto Blue Jays after the '85 season, went back to Atlanta.
On 4 straight, Blauser draws a 2-out walk. Second walk issued by Key, and it's first and third, 2 out for Grissom.
Homer to first. Jeff Blauser not able to get any jump off the bag at first base whatsoever.
Ball and a strike on Grissom, reaching for it. Duncan, inning over. Great work by Key. Had a runner at second, nobody out. The Braves do not score. Bottom of the 4th, Atlanta up by 2.
Didn't have to worry about where are my hands, where are my feet.
Ripped right at McGriff. And a bad break for Bernie Williams and the Yankees here in the 4th inning. Hardest hit ball of the night, and it's the first out here in the 4th. Including Deborah Messick, Nadia. Martinez breaks his bat. It heads into the seats. He's the second out of the inning, but forget about the out. The broken bat ended up in the seats, and evidently everybody's all right. Very dangerous as that jagged edge of the bat headed into the seats, but came down without hitting anybody or hurting anybody seriously. Cecil grounds to short. Blauser takes his time, and the Yankees go in order in the 4th. Maddux in control after 4. Atlanta out in front by 2. Left wrist by a pitch from Maddux in the 3rd inning. Key back to work. Lemke leads it off. Breaking ball grounded up the middle for a leadoff base hit. And Lemke is 2 for 2.
He is everywhere.
Runner at first, nobody out. That's down the right field line in trouble. Into the corner for extra bases. Lemke digs for third. They'll hold him there. It's a double. And it's second and third. Nobody out here in the 5th.
Joe Girardi told him to step off. Let's start over again.
He wiped twice on his pants then.
Big breaking ball and the high drive into right. O'Neill in the corner to get it. Lemke tags, he'll score. Chipper Jones tags and goes to third, and it's 3-0 Atlanta. So again, Key is unable to put Fred McGriff away, and McGriff has all 3 Atlanta RBIs tonight. Lopez 1 out of 2. Breaking ball to Jeter, knocks it down, looks at the runner, gets his man, 2 out. And a good play by the 22-year-old Derek Jeter. 1 run home and a 3-0 Atlanta lead. Breaking ball flying to right. So all things considered, Jimmy Key gets out of it with only 1 run crossing the plate. And McGriff has had a huge night. He's driven in all 3, and Atlanta's up 3-0. Into center field, well hit. Bernie Williams back at the wall for the out. Andrew used all of left center field for the first out here in the 6th inning. I caught that, by the way.
I thought you would.
Pendleton. Reaching off the end of the bat. Long run, Jeter. Derek Jeter drops it. Pendleton heads to second as the ball gets away, and he's there with 1 out. Jeter was there, and he simply dropped it. Breaking ball, ground ball to short. Jeter makes the play, 2 out. Good base running by Pendleton. He had the play in front of him, and he went second to third on that little ground ball to Jeter, and he's at third with 2 out. Double and a run scored. Into center field, falling in a hurry, a base hit. In to score is Pendleton, and it's 4-0 Atlanta here in the 6th. One on, 2 out. That's into right field for O'Neill. Ball is there, and the Braves get 1. 1 run, 2 hits. They leave a man. They've stranded 7. Bottom of the 6th inning, they have to get to work, down by 4. Jeter will stop at second. And the first two are on for the Yankees here in the sixth. Double play ball. Lemke flips out over to first. Got them both. 4-6-3. And after the first two reach, Boggs grounds into a big double play. To the right side for Lemke. Maddux gets around the back-to-back hits to start the inning. It's still 4-0 Atlanta. Back to the stadium after this from your local Fox station. Today, rather than searching the skies for the Red Baron, Snoopy is enjoying the World Series in game number 2. It's Graham Lloyd into the game.
They were owned by Bud Selig, the de facto commissioner.
Chipper Jones comes up empty. He's the first out here in the 7th inning.
Sent Ricky Bonus as a bonus to the New York Yankees. But arbitration is pending.
Record 15 postseason RBIs here in 1996. Lloyd has struck out the first two. So much for bone spurs and so much for damaged goods. 2 out.
Over that trade after all the good things that he's done with the Yankees is ridiculous.
Javi Lopez chops to second. Jeff Nelson comes in, gets his man, and a scoreless 7th for Atlanta. Yankees bat, bottom of the 7th. They trail by 4. Over the outside corner, 1 away, and the first strikeout of the night for Greg Maddux. Well, our Aflac trivia question. To the right side and past McGriff. And Fielder is on with 1 out here in the 7th inning. That's Cecil's first World Series hit. O'Neill set up at 0-2. Had him reaching. Maddux starts it. 1-6. Not in time as the relay heads to first. And the only reason why there was a shot at a double play.
Man.
1-2 on Duncan. 1 on, 2 out. Got him to end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning. His first 2 of the night, and after 7 at Yankee Stadium, game 2, Braves by 4. He's 0 for 8. Jeff Nelson back to work, and Jermaine Dye a 2-hopper to Duncan. Backs up. 1 out. See ya. There's your frisbee, and there's your strikeout. As Jeff Nelson carved up the rookie Andrew Jones. Nelson has retired all 3 Atlanta hitters he's faced. Make it 4. Top of the 8th inning is history. Bottom of the 8th. It'll be Girardi, Jeter, and Range. Yankees bat. They're down by 4. And it services here in game 2. Maddux back to work. 8th inning. 4-0 Atlanta. And Girardi grounds to second. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th inning. That one to second, but Maddux has been plenty busy with comebackers on the mound. Cast member in Independence Day. Right at Chipper Jones. 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. A lot of Yankee fans are stars, and they are out at the ballpark tonight, but nothing shaking so far for the Yankees with 2 out, nobody on here in the 8th inning. Extra special for Gooden to get it here in New York. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 to Raines. Up the middle, a base hit. And the 8th inning is still alive for New York. With 1 on, 2 out, and Boggs at the plate. For the second baseman Lemke, Boggs has a hit, but in the late innings is grounded into a double play in the 6th. Grounds out to end the 8th. Maddux through 8. Braves out in front by 4. Speaking of terrific jobs, how about the work in 1996 put out by Mariano Rivera? 2 balls, 2 strikes on Polonia. Off the hands to second for Duncan. 1 away. Well, the senior coordinating producer of Major League Baseball on Fox and the producer of today's game is John Filippelli. Among relief pitchers, first in strikeouts, first in wins. Right through it, and Grissom strikes out for the second out here in the 9th. We've talked about it so many times where the save may be recorded on paper in the 9th inning, but Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. Rivera all hard stuff. McMichael a changeup artist. Jeter flashes in, makes the play in a 1-2-3 9th inning for Rivera. Mark Wohlers looks like he's coming in. He'll pitch the 9th. Bottom half, 4-0 Atlanta. Mark Wohlers, who has had 6 straight postseason saves. However, this would not be a save situation. Interesting, Bob, that Bernie Williams leading off, struck him out. The splitter again, and Wohlers makes quick and easy work of Williams, who is now 0 for 7 in the World Series. Tua, back-to-back strikeouts to start the 9th inning. That borderline 3-1 pitch with a 3-2 strikeout, and with 2 out, nobody on. Bases empty behind Wohlers. Into right center field, and the game continues. Fielder a 2 out of 4 night. A hit in the 7th with 1 out, a hit in the 9th with 2 out. The game continues for Paul O'Neill. Runner at second, 2 out, 4-0 Braves 9th inning. And the 1-2 to O'Neill. Game over. Got him with a splitter, and Wohlers strikes out the side in the 9th inning. And the Braves wrap up game 2 after a 12-1 win last night. Game number 2 belongs to Atlanta behind Maddux and Wohlers, 4-0. Atlanta leads the series 2-0, and this series heads back to Fulton County Stadium.